Hi there and welcome back to another video. One of the things that I hear quite often from my clients in the initial consultation is I have a lot of weeds and I want to get rid of them. So in this video, I'm going to talk about herbicides, what I use, why I use it, when I use it, and the proper handling of herbicides. Now, the first thing you need to determine is what weeds are you treating for? Now, as you can see, I have a bunch of different selective herbicides here. What you don't want to do is to buy a non-selective herbicide, which will kill your grass and the weeds and everything. So do not get a non-selective like glyphosate, Roundup. Don't do it. What we're looking at today is going to be selective herbicides. Now, the one that I prefer and the one that I'm going to be using today is the Triad. Read the label to see if the weed that you're after is handled by this herbicide. Let's do our PPE check. You need some glasses, some gloves, a long sleeve shirt, long pants, and some boots, preferably waterproof. And the weeds that I'm going to be treating today are in my backyard. One thing about using herbicides, check the temperatures on the bottle as far as when is the best temperature to apply these. It's usually early morning or evening. Right now, it's 76 degrees. It's a perfect temperature for me to spray this out and get it done. For accurate weed identification, I recommend pulling a sample and taking it to your local extension office. Another identification resource you can try is the Picture This app. Now, this is growing rampant behind my fence. And when I mix this up, I'm actually going to spray some of this back here. This is inside of the fence. And it's all throughout down here. Alrighty, I am all done. The weeds in the backyard have been sprayed. So I'll check it in a couple days and see what it looks like back there. But yeah, there we are, all done. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit more about some of the different types of herbicides and when you would use them. For instance, I have the 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬, which is tenacity. And I typically use this and I recommend it when you're seeding because it acts as a sort of pre-emergent when seeding. Normally, you do not want to put down a pre-emergent when you are seeding, but this is safe to put down during seeding. So tenacity, also known as 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. I spoke a little bit earlier about nutsedge. Here in my area, I typically get it every year in the back. So actually my favorite product to use for the nutsedge in the back is something called Sedgehammer. This is a really good product. There are other products out there, like I mentioned earlier. You have this Trimec, but I find that the Sedgehammer works really well and it's easy to apply. Now, I spoke earlier as well about how I really like Speed Zone. Now, Speed Zone has been great for me for dandelions and clover. Really good on the clover, takes it out just like that. And last but not least is this bio-advanced option here. Now, a lot of people get this because it's readily available in the big box stores like Lowe's and Home Depot. This works great. I've used it before and have never had an issue with it, and it's great for homeowners. It does come, this is a concentrated version, but it does come in a spray pre-mixed version that you can use as well for spot spraying. But if you are going to do a blanket spray, I do recommend that you get the concentrated, put it in a backpack sprayer, and spray it out that way. Now, those are just some of the herbicides that I use. There are a ton of them on the market, and as I work with you, I will recommend the one that I think is going to work the best in your lawn for your particular weed. Now, that's one thing that I want to stress, highly stress. You need to know what you're working with in order to get the right product to kill it. It's a couple days later. If you look over there, I did spray over there too. It's starting to die out. Remember, this can take up to 3 weeks to kill them completely. This is 2 days later. See how it's yellow? They took a nice little hit. I want you to make DIY lawn care safe. So I want to again stress very strongly that you should be very cautious with these products. Wear your PPE, follow the label, and everything should be fine. That wraps up another client education video. Now go out there and let's have some fun in the lawn.